Okay, let's try a couple more example. Find the Maclaurin series for the function of cos x square. So this is our function, and we're supposed to find the Maclaurin series expansion for this function. You need to remember, by the way, this function is cos x square. Yeah, this different with cos square x or cos x square. There's two things. Sometimes people in textbook or in question we have, cos square x. Cos square x is equals to cos x in bracket. Cos x square is simply be cos of x square, which is the case what we have here. Okay, cos square x is cos x square and then cos x square is simply cos x square, like that. Okay, so find the Maclaurin series for cos x square. So what we've just done previously in the previous video is this is our Maclaurin series for cos x, and to find the Maclaurin series for cos x square, what we can do is simply we're going to replace everything, okay, in here. So let's write down first. Okay, we know that cos x equals to, well, we forgot the sigma notation there, infinity of x to the power of 2n times negative 1 to the power of n. Sometimes it's written in the front, 2n factorial. So this is actually typically people write down the negative 1 in the beginning, negative 1 to the power of n, and then multiply by x to the power of 2n, okay, and the whole thing is divided by 2n factorial. And this is just an alternative, by the way. So we can say that our cos x square is then equals to sigma minus 1 to the power of n. So we replace all x with x square. So we have x square to the power of 2n all over 2n factorial. Simple as that. So in that case, we simply get cos x square in this case is simply be, don't forget, n equals starting from 0 to infinity, and therefore cos x square like that. Sorry, let me just write down clearly. Cos x square is simply be infinity of negative 1 to the power of n times x to the power of 4n 2n factorial, and that is our Maclaurin series expression. Okay, we can expand this, of course, to become our Maclaurin series. So we can expand the terms here to become the Maclaurin series of cos x square. Okay, so that's number one. Let me just highlight again if I can. Okay, that is the power series expression of cos x square, which we can be expressed as the expansion form, in the expanded form, to be the Maclaurin series of cos x square. Right, so let's try another one. Find the Maclaurin series for the function of x cos x. So again, in here we can make use of our knowledge of cos x, okay, which was Maclaurin series, Maclaurin series of cos x is, cos x was negative 1 to the power of n times x to the power of 2n over 2n factorial. That's cos x, okay? And then x cos x is therefore be x time whatever the series negative 1 to the power of n times x to the power of 2n factorial. So we're going to bring x here to here. So we have x times x to the power of 1 multiplied by x to the power 2n, and therefore we have x to the power of 2n plus 1. As simple as that. So therefore x cos x is simply be sigma n equals to from 0 to infinity of negative 1 to n x to the power of 2n plus 1 all over 2n factorial. That's the answer for x cos x. Negative 1 to the power of n x to the power of 2n plus 1 divided by 2n factorial. What happened to the next one? Find the Maclaurin series for x squared times e to the negative x. Again, we know the e to the minus x. Okay, we know the e to the minus x, or we know the e to the x. I don't know if you remember in the beginning. What is it? E to the x there. E to the x is this is Maclaurin, and then on the left here is Taylor. So this is our Maclaurin. E to the x is x to the n divided by n factorial. That's Maclaurin series for e to the x. So Maclaurin series of write down e to the x is in this case from n to 0 to infinity of x to the n for Maclaurin's, okay, divided by n factorial, and therefore x square times e to the x will be x square times sigma, okay, x to the n over n factorial, which is simply x to the power of, oh wait a minute, the question is e to the negative x. Okay, so in here e to the negative x is simply be we just replace the negative 1, only become negative x become negative x, okay, negative x to the power of n and then n factorial. So what is negative x to the power of n? This is the same as negative 1, right? Negative 1 to the power of n. Okay, negative 1 to the power of n. Okay. This is same as negative 1 to the power of n and then multiply by x to the power of n divided by n factorial, like so. Same thing. So now we can apply the multiplication. Okay, we can apply the multiplication of x squared times e to the negative x. So in this case x squared times e to the x will be x squared times sigma negative 1, I forgot to put negative 1 here, negative 1 to the power of n times x to the n, like so, which is we can maintain the negative 1 trace n to the n, and then we just multiply the x square in there. Yeah, x square here multiply by x to the n, so become x n plus 2. Okay, so x square times e to the, sorry, this is going to be minus x, by the way. Okay, minus x is simply be the negative 1 raised to the power of n, and then times x to the n times x square, okay, n factorial. So this is the same as the infinity of negative 1 to the power of n times x n plus 2 all over n factorial, and that is the answer for our particular problem, which is x square times e to the negative x. Okay, let's do another one, the simplest one also, the one below here. What happens if we try to find the Maclaurin series of cos square x that I already mentioned? Okay, cos square x is simply cos x square, like that, so it's different. Okay, so we have to I think it's better to convert, okay, using trigonometry identity, okay, of cos square x, which is one of them is equals to half times 1 plus cos 2x. Now we can replace this cos 2x with our knowledge of cos x for the Maclaurin series. Okay, so we know we have some information. Okay, we already have our Maclaurin of cos x, which is x to the 2n negative 1 to the power of n divided by 2n factorial, and then if we try to replace this with 2x, then we have to 2x to the power of 2n and so on. Okay, so if you want to proceed this, the Maclaurin series for cos square x is simply be half of 1 plus, now we can replace with the Maclaurin series, the power series of cos 2x, which is, I don't know if you remember, negative 1 to the power of n, and we replace all x, become 2x to the power of 2n, and then divide by 2n factorial. And that is the Maclaurin series of cos x square, cos square x, so equals to cos x square. Yeah, I think that's it for now. We will continue in other example.